For 4.6.
Sorry, how much?
4.6.
4.6. Okay. So figure 1 is a photograph of a lion. Lions are mammals and have the scientific name Panthero leo. State one feature visible in the figure that defines it as a mammal.
Fur on his skin.
Yes. So it has fur on its skin. State the genus of this mammal. So again, genus. How do we see genus? From the name. Can you tell me the genus of this animal? We did a similar question with the mouse. Okay, so the first question that we did was name the genus of this animal, which was moose, right? Because
Yes.
genus is first and species is second, right? So, what is the genus of this animal? Looking at this, can you tell me the genus of this animal? Which one of these is it? The first one or the second one? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Sir, I guess second one.
Second one, we're looking at genus. Whenever we write the genus and the species, we write genus first, which is capital, and then we write species, which is small. So, which one is the genus? The genus is,
Panthera.
yes, Panthera. Mammals are one of the five groups of vertebrates. Some features of three vertebrates groups are listed. Identify the vertebrate groups. So, which one is the first one? Okay. Which one is the second one?
Bird.
Birds. Okay. Which one is the second one? The third one.
Fish, I guess.
Fish. Um. No, not really. Think again. So this one is birds. What's the third one? So when we're talking about soft shelled eggs, the first one. So the answer is reptiles.
Third one is frogs.
Frogs, which is which species? Which
Um,
they're called? You're right. They are frogs, but which group are they under?
I don't know.
Amphibians.
Amphibians.
Okay. Now we have the animal cell. So identify all three of these structures. Can you do that? You have the major portion, the let's
Cell
call
membrane,
it
I guess.
A, B, and C. Right. So we have A, B, and C. So which is which? A, B, C. A is A is the cytoplasm. Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What is B?
Cell wall?
Cell wall. It says an animal cell. Do animal cells have cell walls?
No.
No. So what do they have instead?
Cell.
Not instead.
Cell.
Yeah.
Cell
Yes.
membrane.
Cell membrane. And what about C? What is C?
Nucleus.
Nucleus. Exactly. Nucleus. State the names of two structures in plant cells that are absent in animal cells. Two structures that are present in plant cells and are absent in animal cells. One of them you just told me.
Cell wall.
Cell wall, yeah. And can you give me another one?
Plastids.
Sorry,
Plastids.
I don't know what you're saying. Can you repeat that?
Plastids.
I don't know what that is. Can you spell that?
Plastids.
Those are palisades, right? These are types of cells. These are leaf cells. Okay. This is not an organelle. When we're talking about structures that are present in cells, plant cells, and not in animal cells, we're talking about cell wall and two other things that are also present in plant cells but are not present in animal cells. What is something special about plant cells that is not found in animal cells? What can they do relevant to the form of nutrition? We discussed that upwards in a question as well. What is something special that plant cells do and animal cells cannot do?
Photosynthesis.
Yes. So, what organelle carries out photosynthesis? Do you know what chemical makes plants green or leaves green?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, right? So chlorophyll से मिलता जुलता there's a organelle. What organelle is that?
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast. Yes. So chloroplast And the third one is a large central vacuole. Okay. They ask for two, you can give any two of these, preferably these two. Okay. State the name of one structure that is present in bacterial cells and in plant cells but absent in animal cells. Can you name that structure?
Is it the cell wall again?
Yes, it's the cell wall. However, the only difference between the cell wall of plants and the cell wall of animals, bacteria, is that cell wall in plants is made from cellulose, and in bacteria it's made from peptidoglycans. Okay. Some cells are specialized to perform a particular function. The boxes on the left shows name of specialized cells. The function of some specialized cells are in the boxes on the right. Draw four lines to link each specialized cell with its function. One line has been drawn for you. Draw four additional lines. So again, A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you have to draw four lines. So one of these is an empty box. It does not have a specific link to any of these cells, right? So tell me the notations. For example, E1, right? So what is the rest? What is the one for B? A, B, C, D. What number do their functions correspond to?
A to the sixth one.
A to the sixth one, ciliated cells. I told you ciliated cells are the ones which have brush borders, right? And what do this brush border do? It moves stuff, right? What stuff does it move?
Mucus.
Mucus, right? So which one is it now?
Fourth one.
Okay. Now neuron. What does a neuron do?
Sixth one.
Sixth one, transport of oxygen. Neuron. I'd like to give you another chance. It's not this one. Neuron. What does it sound like? Nerve. What do nerves do?
Third one.
Third one, right? They conduct impulses. Palisade mesophyll cell. We talked about this just now.
Photosynthesis.
Palisade mesophyll cells. We said that they are found in which
Plants.
part of the plants? Yeah, they're found in plants. And which part are they found in? They're found in the leaves. Okay, so
It is photosynthesis.
photosynthesis, yes, exactly. Now, red blood cells. What do they do?
The transport of oxygen.
Yes, six. Root hair cell.
Absorption of water.
Yes, it's done, right?
Yeah.
So, moving on. Scientists classify organisms into groups. State one feature that is used to identify vertebrates. What is the feature of vertebrates? There is one major feature, and that is how they are specified. What does vertebra sound like? Have you heard this term, vertebra?
No, sir.
No, you haven't. Okay. So, vertebra is a bone, and it's a special type of bone, and it's found in the back, right? So, can I say that one feature is that they have a backbone? Okay, make sense?
Yes.
So, vertebrates are classified into five groups. So, can you tell what are these five groups? Do you have a lion? You have a duck-billed platypus. You have a saltwater crocodile. So, state the name of the vertebrate groups in which emus belong to and give one feature that is visible in figure 1. So, this is the emu. So, what is the group that it belongs to? What is the group that this belongs to? Can you tell me? Group being whether it is mammals, birds, or reptiles, fish, or amphibians. Which one is this emu?
Amphibians, reptiles,
Sorry.
reptiles,
Uh, how is it a reptile? We're talking about this. What does it look like?
bird,
Can you tell? Yes. So it is a bird, right? So it is a bird. Can you tell me one feature that is visible that you can discern that this is a bird?
it has fur, it lays eggs. It has fur
Right.
and
So what are the features of birds? What it has?
it has fur and it lays
Sorry.
eggs.
It has feathers.
Yeah, feathers.
Okay. Feathers. State the name of the vertebrate group which crocodiles belong to and give one feature of this group. What does a crocodile belong to? What feature, what group does it belong? Of all of these five groups, which
Reptile,
one? Yes. So a crocodile is a reptile. What feature does a reptile have?
they have a backbone.
They have a backbone, but all of these have backbones, right? So it's already clarified that they're all vertebrates and they all lay eggs. So those two features we can't say, right? We have to look at the crocodile and say, okay, I can see that this is visible, and so therefore this is a reptile,
They and they have scale, like on their scale.
yes, they have scales. So it is a reptile and it has scales. The duck-billed platypus is classified as a mammal, so it's an odd one out. Give evidence for and against classifying the duck-billed platypus as a mammal. But it says from figure 1.1, from figure 1. So let's look at figure 1 of an emu, of a duck-billed platypus, and say why it is a mammal and why it should not be a mammal, right? So, what kind of appearance does it have?
The
What
mixture
skin?
of few animals.
Yeah, right.
Web
So, what does its skin look like? Does it look like feathers or does it look like fur?
fur, just fur with webbed feet
Right.
and webbed beak.
So, it has fur right? So
Yes.
for के अंदर we can say it has fur. And against के अंदर क्या लिख सकते हैं? Against के अंदर we see that it has webbed feet. It has eggs, and mammals do not lay eggs; they have live births, right? So
Yes.
you can write it has
It lays egg.
it has or lays eggs. Okay, right? So there are two groups of vertebrates which lay eggs that develop in water. State the name of these two groups of vertebrates. So can you tell me them?
Sir, can you show the question again?
Two vertebrates which lay eggs in water. So we know that there are five groups in total, and the three groups that we've seen up, right? So two groups are left. If three groups are done, which two groups are left? So
Aquatic mammals.
we saw mammals. Mammals, the platypus laid eggs on land. We saw birds, the birds laid eggs on land. We saw reptiles, the reptiles laid eggs on land. Which two are left that lay eggs within water?
Fish and amphibians.
Yes, fish and amphibians. Okay. So now we're starting our extended questions, which are not for you at the moment. Okay. So try solving this. The diagram shows three groups of arthropods. Place ticks in the box in each group. So, can you tell me which one is which? So, four pairs of legs. When you have eight legs, which of these is having eight pairs of legs?
Mm, Arachnids.
Yes. And when we're talking about antennae, which one have antennae?
Myropods.
Okay, myropods. Myropods have antennae. Yeah. So which one is left? Body divided into two main parts.
Crustaceans.
Crustaceans. Okay. All living organisms same the seven characteristics. I want to name not four. I want you to name all seven. Can you name all seven? We've done this twice or thrice by now.
Nutrition, respiration, movement, excretion, growth, reproduction, and sensitivity. Hello.
Can you tell me what was the acronym? What are the
Sir.
yeah? What was
Movement,
the acronym?
movement, reproduction, sensitivity, growth, respiration, excretion, and nutrition.
Right? Good. Uh, the figure shows the apparatus used by some students during an investigation. The apparatus is drawn as seen from above. The dish containing chemical to absorb water vapor, sealed gas container, drop of red dye in a capillary tube, arthropods containing chemical to absorb carbon dioxide. Some arthropods were placed in the container, right? A red drop of dye was inserted into the capillary tube. The drop of dye gradually moved towards the arthropods, like towards the experimental, jar, right? Explain why the drop of red dye moved towards the arthropods. Can you do that? Can you tell what's happening here? Okay, so this is the last part that we'll do for today. Okay, can you tell what's happening? So there is air inside here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there is a dish containing chemical to absorb water vapor. So water vapor is being absorbed, and there is a dish containing a chemical that is absorbing carbon dioxide as well. So carbon dioxide kahan se aa raha hai? Where is the carbon dioxide coming from?
Drop of red eye in a capillary.
Sorry.
From the drop of red dye?
No, no. Carbon dioxide is being produced by each and every one of these arthropods. Okay. So what happens is, okay, these arthropods are respiring, they're taking up oxygen and they're making carbon dioxide, but all of that carbon dioxide is being absorbed. And the oxygen is being taken up by the arthropods. So is the amount of air inside being reduced? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So is there going to be a vacuum inside? A sort of vacuum there, a pressure being created by the reduction of air inside the,
Yes.
right? So will that pull on this red dye?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is what is happening here. Okay. State the trend shown in figure point 2, right? So when we're looking at this diagram, we can see that there is a temperature and there is a rate of movement in terms of millimeter per hour, right? So what do we see? Can we see that? Can we appreciate that as the temperature is higher, the rate of movement of this drop of dye is increasing? Yes.
Yes.
Right. So as the temperature increases, the rate of movement of the dye increases. Okay. Now the second question says we'll end at part D. Okay. The second question says calculate the percentage increase in the rate of movement of the dye between 10 and 20 degrees centigrade. So we have the first is 5 and the second is 10. It's not 10, it's let's say 9.5. Yes? Yes.
Yes.
So the percentage increase would be 4.5 over 5 into 100. Okay. So how much is that? Can you tell me how much is that?
90.
90% increase. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what does the last part say? State the group of arthropods used in figure 1. Can you what are these? Can you tell me what are these?
Arthropods.
Yeah, but which arthropods? Can you name them? They are, since they're less than 8 legs, they are insects. Okay, insects. Okay, and so what are the visible features that identify this group? Since we need three features, they have 6 legs. Yeah,
Yes.
they have antenna, a pair of antenna, right? And they have three body segments. Okay, so this is where we end the class for today. Any questions up until now?
No, sir, but I guess I need a lot of practice for bio.
Yes, we'll do more questions tomorrow. We'll do more questions on Monday now. And we'll do questions from cell organisms as well. And then we'll have a test on, let's say, we'll have an extra class for a test. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Hafiz?